Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the mesmerizing world of cuttlefish. Those incredible cephalopods that are like the ocean's own magicians, captivating us with their mind-blowing abilities and quirky charm. I'm so excited to share this with you because cuttlefish are hands down one of the most fascinating creatures in the sea, and by the end of this, you're going to see why they're such a big deal in the marine world. So grab a snack, get comfy, and let's explore everything about these underwater wizards, from their insane color-changing skills to their surprisingly clever brains, plus a ton of fun facts that'll make you love them even more. Cuttlefish are part of the cephalopod family alongside octopuses and squids, but they've got their own unique vibe that sets them apart. First off, let's talk about their appearance. They're not your average sea creature. These guys have a soft, oval-shaped body with a frilly fin that runs along the sides, giving them this elegant, almost alien-like look. Their eyes are large, W-shaped, and super expressive, making them seem like they're always plotting something mischievous. Inside their body, they've got this thing called a cuttlebone, a porous, calcium-rich structure that helps them control buoyancy, like a built-in flotation device. Fun fact, those cuttlebones you see in pet stores for birds, yep, they come from cuttlefish. They're lightweight and help birds grind their beaks, but in the wild, they're the secret to a cuttlefish's ability to hover effortlessly in the water. Now, let's get to the real showstopper, their color-changing superpower. Cuttlefish are often called the chameleons of the sea, and for good reason. They've got specialized skin cells called chromatophores, which are like tiny pigment sacs that can expand or contract to create vibrant patterns and colors in milliseconds. These cells, along with iridophores and leucophores, let them flash neon blues, greens, reds, and even pulsating patterns that look like something out of a sci-fi movie. They use this ability for all sorts of things, blending into their surroundings to avoid predators, signaling to other cuttlefish, or even hypnotizing prey with wild, strobe-like displays. I mean, how cool is that? Scientists have studied this and found that cuttlefish can change color to match their environment so perfectly that they're practically invisible, whether they're hiding among coral reefs, sandy bottoms, or seagrass. But it's not just about camouflage. They also use their colors to communicate. For example, males will put on dazzling displays to attract females or warn off rivals, sometimes even splitting their body colors to send different messages to different cuttlefish at the same time, like flirting on one side and threatening on the other. Talk about multitasking. Beyond their visual wizardry, cuttlefish are ridiculously smart. They've got one of the largest brain-to-body ratios among invertebrates, and their intelligence rivals that of some vertebrates. Researchers have seen them solve puzzles, like figuring out how to open a jar to get to food, and they've even been known to learn by observing other cuttlefish. There's this famous experiment where cuttlefish were trained to associate certain patterns with rewards, and they nailed it, proving they've got some serious problem-solving skills. Their brains are so advanced that they can process complex visual information and make split-second decisions, which is why they're such effective hunters. Speaking of hunting, cuttlefish are absolute predators in their own right. They've got these two long, retractable tentacles that shoot out like lightning to snatch prey, usually small fish, crabs, or shrimp. Their beak, hidden beneath their arms, is sharp and powerful, letting them crack open shells like it's no big deal. But what's wild is how they hunt. They'll often use their color-changing skills to mesmerize their prey, flashing hypnotic patterns to confuse them before striking. It's like they're putting on a light show to set the stage for dinner. On the flip side, cuttlefish aren't just predators. They're also prey for bigger fish, sharks, and even dolphins, which is why their camouflage and quick thinking are so crucial for survival. Another crazy thing about cuttlefish is their locomotion. They move using that wavy fin I mentioned earlier, which makes them look like they're gliding through the water, but they can also jet-propel themselves backward by squirting water through a siphon, just like a tiny underwater rocket. This gives them a quick escape when danger's near. Oh, and here's a fun fact. Cuttlefish have 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to the gills for oxygen, and the third pumps it to the rest of the body, which is super efficient for their active lifestyle. Their blood is also copper-based, not iron-based like ours, which gives it a greenish-blue tint. How wild is that? Let's talk about their social lives for a sec. Cuttlefish are pretty solitary, but during mating season, things get spicy. Males are super competitive. putting on those flashy color displays to woo females and scare off other guys. Sometimes, smaller males will use a sneaky tactic called cross-dressing, where they mimic female colors and patterns to slip past dominant males and get close to a mate. It's like an underwater soap opera. Once mating happens, females lay eggs in clusters, often tucking them into crevices or coral for protection. The eggs are translucent, so you can actually see the tiny cuttlefish developing inside, which is both adorable and a little creepy. Baby cuttlefish are born fully equipped to survive, with miniature versions of their parents' color-changing and hunting skills, ready to take on the world from day one. Now, here's another fun fact. Cuttlefish can see polarized light, something we humans can't do without special equipment. This ability helps them detect subtle patterns and contrasts in their environment, making their camouflage and hunting even more precise. They also have incredible vision, with those W-shaped eyes giving them a wide field of view and the ability to detect movement from almost any angle. It's like they've got built-in night vision goggles. On the flip side, cuttlefish are colorblind, which is ironic given their insane color displays. Scientists think they rely on contrast and patterns rather than actual colors to pull off their camouflage tricks. Another quirky thing about cuttlefish is their short lifespan. Most only live 1 to 2 years. They grow fast, reproduce, and then sadly pass away soon after, which makes their vibrant lives all the more precious. In terms of where they hang out, cuttlefish are found in warm, shallow waters along coastlines, from the Indo-Pacific to the Mediterranean and even parts of the Atlantic. They love hanging out in coral reefs, rocky areas, or seagrass beds, where they can blend in and hunt. Fun fact, the name cuttlefish comes from an Old English word, cudele, meaning cuddle, and their ink was historically used as a sepia pigment for artists. Yep, the same sepia tone you see in old photos. Speaking of ink, like their squid cousins, cuttlefish can release an ink cloud to confuse predators and make a quick getaway. It's like their own smoke bomb, and it's super effective in murky waters. On the human side of things, cuttlefish have inspired all sorts of science and tech. Researchers are studying their color-changing skin to develop adaptive camouflage materials for military use, and their complex nervous systems are giving insights into artificial intelligence and robotics. Plus, they're just plain cool to watch. There's a reason why aquariums love featuring them, with their hypnotic displays drawing crowds like nobody's business. One last fun fact, cuttlefish can change color even when they're asleep, almost like they're dreaming in Technicolor. It's thought that these sleep time flashes might be their brains processing the day's events, which is just mind-boggling. So, there you have it, folks. The incredible, shape-shifting, brainy, and downright awesome world of cuttlefish. I hope you're as obsessed with these creatures as I am now, because they truly are one of nature's masterpieces. If you enjoyed this deep dive, consider subscribing to the channel, giving this video a thumbs up, sharing it with your friends, or dropping a comment below to let me know what you think about cuttlefish. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.